Kara Linder, Y14 phenom here at the National Championships. Kara, you've been on an absolute tear this year, producing great results at every level. What's been your biggest accomplishment personally so far this year?
I think my biggest accomplishment this year is overcoming an injury I had at the beginning of the year, just because I had a bad summer nationals. I didn't produce the results I wanted to help me make team, but it happens. I think overcoming that barrier definitely helped me.
And you mentioned an injury. What was the injury that you're recovering from? I
had a back fracture called pars defect in L5, and it was from overuse of it. But
that's a pretty significant issue. Like now I know you're pretty active outside of fencing. Was that something that occurred through other activities?
Well, during that time, it was in spring. I was throwing discus, and one day I just threw one, and it threw funny, and my back did not feel good. I had prior injuries to my back, just muscular injuries, things like that, but nothing huge. So. And
you talk about the like your relief or kind of excitement coming off that injury. How about as far as like actual victories this year or podium results?
Probably my biggest podium result was in Konin, Poland, where I won the World Cup. Coming off of that, my first tournament of the year, it was a really big deal for me. It gave me a lot of confidence. So.
And you've produced a lot of other great results since. How did that kind of set the tone for the rest of your competitions?
It kind of set the tone. It gave me more. It gave me more confidence, but it definitely helps me in the points aspect and things like that.
Now, are there any particular fencers, being Y14 and fencing on the Cadet, Junior, and Div 1 levels, are there any fencers in particular that you just love to watch and learn from?
I love to watch everyone. Everyone has their own style and everything. I mean, of course, the top athletes, everybody in the top 8, just amazing to me how hard they work just to get there. And
tomorrow you'll be fencing in the Div 1 event here. Who do you most hope to come up against and that you would really respect as a competitor and love to test your skills?
I don't think I have an answer to that one. Anyone here, it's Div 1, so everyone's tough. I'll be lucky to make good result here.
And given the fact that you have produced 2 top 16 Div 1 results this year already, what are your expectations for tomorrow?
My expectations for tomorrow, I always go into a tournament thinking I can just try and do my best no matter if I have a good day, bad day. I mean, I always hope to make points, but it doesn't always happen.
Stepping away from fencing, and as mentioned, you're extremely active outside the sport. Tell us, what are some of your favorite extracurriculars other than fencing?
I'm really involved in agriculture and shooting, stuff like that.
Now, as far as agriculture goes, what parts of agriculture? Are we talking like farming components or more livestock?
Basically everything. I take classes at school for it. I raised 2 chickens at school. Just really fun outdoors activity, things like that.
And how did you take an interest in agriculture?
I was on a tour of like my new school one day, and I saw it, and the class really just spoke to me. I was really excited to start it, plants growing, things like that.
Okay, and you also mentioned shooting. What type of shooting are you mentioning?
I shoot semi-automatic, pistol, anything I can get my hands on.
So apart from your skill level with the Saber, you're also extremely skilled with firearms.
I wouldn't say extremely skilled, but I do like to shoot. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today, and best wishes to you tomorrow.
Thank you.